Welcome back to Inclusive Bites. I'm DJ with Inclusiveology, an educational program designed to support your school community with 9 essential elements of meaningful inclusion. Inclusion does not work unless you have all the pieces. So let's talk about seating and the classic blue chair that we see in every school. It's in the cafeteria, it's in the classroom, it's set up for an assembly, and maybe the chair isn't blue, but it's black, brown, it's red or orange, but you know what I'm talking about if you've ever been in a school. And every single chair looks exactly the same. It's plastic, they've got metal legs, really uncomfortable. So consider for a minute, where do you do your best work? Think about that. Are you in a cushy chair in your office? Are you in the soft seat of your car? Are you able to get up and move around? Are you constantly having to shift your position so you can be comfortable? I hope that you were able to answer yes for at least one of those questions, or came up with your own question in which yes was the answer, and you are able to go about your day in a very comfortable, whether it's a seated or a standing position. So we all really deserve to be comfortable during the day, so we know that we're going to work to our potential and work our best. So it's the same thing for children. When they're in a seat or a space where they can work to their potential, that's where the amazing stuff happens, because we have too many kids in schools that are too worried about where they're sitting, and they're wiggly and they're uncomfortable, and that is not working to anyone's advantage. So the magic of being in a preferred seat or a space has the possibility of increasing focus or engagement. They might be more likely to collaborate with peers, and it's certainly going to make them more creative because they're focused on engaging in the activity or the task at hand. So being in a preferred seat or a space provides children a chance to be more self-aware of themselves, be focused on the task rather than wiggling around in an uncomfortable chair. They might be more likely to engage in learning with others or in a small group, or give them an opportunity to be aware of what they need in terms of sensory input, or what they need in order to feel a little bit more settled and more focused. So the beautiful thing about so many options for flexible seating is they don't cost any money. And so I think that's a really important place to start. So you can have children sit on the floor. They can sit or stand at the back of the room. You can have the tables adjusted in your classroom so children can sit on the floor and work at shortened tables, and you can borrow furniture from other areas of the campus. I do think it's really important that as educators, we give children multiple places to choose from so they can be comfortable. I think when it comes to learning outcomes, a learning outcome is not to have every child just sit in the exact same place. We need to think a little bit deeper when it comes to the learning outcomes. So don't let, sitting in the blue chair, get in the way of your kiddos in your classroom, engaging their best, being the most focused, and living up to their greatest potential. So think about that as you go into your classroom in the next couple of weeks. If you have a school that has an adequate budget, you might ask your administrators to consider consider purchasing some flexible seating. There are schools out there that are doing some amazing things with wiggle mats and mushroom chairs and gymnastic balls, and just all kinds of really, really creative things. Bar top tables and seating. It's really pretty fun if you can actually see that in a classroom. So if you want more information and you want to see some images on what flexible seating might look like, you can go to my blog at www.inclusiveology.com and go to my blog tab, and you can find this information there under a blog called The Blue Chair. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye.